Jesus is and should be the only answer. Because oftentimes we have so many questions. We wonder why, we wonder why things go like this. We wonder why, something didn't work out. We go through some things. Sometimes we struggle, and all that. And in those moments where we're weak, where we're struggling, we're going through something, who should we turn to? That's the question. Who should we turn to? Because who are we turning to? Because if it's not God, it's something else. It's someone else. And if you're not turning to the only one who loves you unconditionally, who wants the best for you, who literally has the power to keep you safe and protected, if you're not turning to that one, then who are you turning to? Where are you going? Because if you're not turning to him, then you're very vulnerable to the attacks of the enemy. And the enemy is real. He's not playing. He makes it look like he doesn't exist or something like that. Or you think of him and you're like, nah, don't think of that. Okay. Then he just lures you with some temptations to go do something, and then now like attacks you or something like that. So now if we don't have that spiritual coat, if we don't have that divine protection from God, then are we really safe? We could be in the house, we could be anywhere, but as long as you're not in the Lord's arms, anything can happen. And a lot of the time when these bad things happen, we run to the wrong things. And we run to the wrong things thinking that they're the right things, thinking that they'll help. But we only find ourselves feeling worse, feeling more empty. And that's because the only thing that was ever meant to fill up that hole was the love of the Lord. So if you're not turning to the only one who can satisfy you, truly satisfy you, I'm not talking about these fake pleasures of the world. I'm talking about, like being spiritually full, I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes there's this empty feeling. I used to feel it. So sometimes you just have this empty feeling, and then you try, like for example, you get that feeling, and you could go out to a club or something, go drink or something like that, and you just find yourself feeling worse, and it's because you're giving yourself the wrong things. Who are we turning to? Who should we turn to? We should turn to Jesus. In our weak moments, when we're struggling, in our moments where we feel empty, we should turn to Jesus. He's the only answer to all these things. When we're facing lack, when we need to be comforted, maybe like something common could be like a heartbreak or something like that. If you're going through like a heartbreak, you're going through a loss or anything like that, the Lord's arms are right there for you, and his love is ready to fill you. I mean, it may not feel good, but he will be there healing you. He'll be there picking up the pieces of your broken heart, and when that phase is done, you'll be there thanking God, because you'll realize how truly good he is. You'll come back out of that pain, dark time, feeling so much better. I mean, it's not gonna be a pleasant situation, but you'll feel so much better because the Lord was backing you up, and the Lord created the heart, so I'm sure he's the best fixer around. So why don't we turn to him? Why don't we turn to someone who loves us unconditionally? He literally proved it on the cross. So we wonder why, the earth is like this. We wonder why God allowed Adam and Eve to do all that. But if you think about it from God's point of view, I feel like, he's always talking about how he loves us, yeah? So now imagine if he didn't do anything about it, because I mean, he literally left it there. He said, yo, don't eat it. We're the ones who disobeyed, so we can't really blame God for that. He said, yo, don't eat from here. He just said, yo, you can disobey me or not. That's free will. So, we can't really blame God for the choices that we make. It's messed up. God tells us, like, yo, don't put your hand on that stove. You go touch the stove and then blame God. God literally told you, don't touch that, man. But you see, now we don't listen, and then we start blaming God for all these things. And as I was saying, why God allowed it to be like this. If you think about it, we are the ones who messed up. So from us messing up, God decided, this is the perfect opportunity for me to prove my love. Christ died for us while we were still sinners, man. He freely died to give us all things. I mean, that's love, man. You're not finding anything like that. I don't know anyone who would willingly choose to go through what Jesus went through for my sake. And I mean, all that just for us, it's crazy, man. So why can't you go to that person? Why can't you let that person be the answer? Why can't you let him be the one to take care of you? Why can't you go to him when you need help? Why can't you turn to him when you're struggling, when you're in pain, when you're in this or that or that? Why can't you turn to him? He's clearly proven time and time again that he's trustworthy. He does love us. And he's always going to be there for us. He literally says it in his word. If we choose to go to the word and actually look for his promises, we will find so many. And if we stand on those promises, we'll realize, when we stand on the foundation of Christ, you'll realize that when the storms of life, when the problems, the situations, the troubles, all these things that happen that bring us down, when you stand firm on Christ and say, no, Lord, I trust you, something begins to happen. You'll realize that when you're praising, when you're just thanking God, I mean, it may not feel good or anything like that, but you stand on his word and you say, no, Lord, you said, I mean, my situation is saying this, but God, you said this. Now something begins to happen. God will actually really, really show you who he really is. Most times we run off to the wrong things and then we wonder why God never shows up. It's because you're going to the wrong things. Go to God. Try God. Taste and see that the Lord is good. He's clearly there for you. So why not try him out? Why not test and see that he is good? Why not try it for yourself? I just don't understand how something so wonderful could be here for us, but we just don't take advantage of it. We should take advantage of this amazing opportunity, because a time will come when he won't be there anymore. And what will we do then? Because he's the only good there is around anywhere else. Because, I mean, what am I saying? Because, I mean, if you look to the world only gives you depression, sadness, bitterness, anger, But when you go to God, he gives you joy, he gives you peace, he fills you up with his love and other amazing blessings. And there's nothing sweeter than when God answers your prayers, man. There's no better feeling in the world, So why not try God? Why not taste and see that he's good? Because he truly is good. I've known it for myself. So try him. You'll see for yourself that he truly is good.